It's fucking have to bend over goddamn backwards.
This is the Tom and Mike show, and we're picking up this time where we left off, doing microstates transitions. Do we need to adjust the setup so that you're more comfortable?
No, I think I'm fine. I hope.
Okay. Sweet. So let's see. Transitions?
Yep.
Transitions are operations.
Wow.
Transitions are operations that let you derive a new state from an existing state. All transitions return another microstate. You can use state charts to visualize microstates. For example, the Boolean type can be described with the following anatomical state chart.
Wow.
Yeah, that's there's a lot going on there.
Hey, so can you imagine when a state chart might not be appropriate?
For
visualizing states.
A state chart?
That thing that we're looking at right now?
Yeah.
The answer is when the state machine becomes even of moderate complexity, these things just are nearly impossible to read.
Oh, interesting.
Just because they get so huge. Can you scroll up a little bit? What is that? Does that sound familiar? Let you derive a new state from an existing state. Doesn't that sound like something?
Like unidirectionally flowing data?
I'm thinking more like
reacted
reducer type deal.
Redux? Oh, yeah. No, it sounds like a reducer for sure.
Well, a reducer is just a name that they assigned for a reason because it sounds functional. And it has a little bit of similar behavior to reduce.
MapReduce?
Yeah, but it's not the canonical behavior label, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm an uneducated plebeian, so yeah. Anyway, so stop jumping around the screen and we'll just go linearly down. The Boolean type has a toggle transition which takes no arguments and creates a new microstate with the state that is opposite of the current state. Okay, so they're describing that soon. Here's what it looks like with microstates.
Crazy.
Great. So, begin typing.
Oh, is this the typing part? Should we
We
just
type
delete
in
this?
all of our code. You don't have to delete all of it. If you want, you can just remove the pretty printing stuff, and we'll just leave the other stuff there, just in case. Yeah.
What have I already imported? Okay,
Then you're safe.
That. So I start from this line?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you say that you wanted to use
Oh my gosh.
Vim key bindings, but...
What?
Oh, okay. You're using Vim emulation.
Yes.
What are you doing? Pretty print that, yeah. There you go. Interesting. Oh, inverse is just the result of toggle. Okay, so I'm assuming toggle is an action.
I forgot how we were looking at this.
Sorry, a transition. In the WSL.
And Weasel?
Yep.
Weasel?
Yep.
Everything's got to warm up again. Come on.
What kind of hard drive is this?
I think it's, just a standard hard disk.
It's a standard disk. Creat.
Yep.
Classic mistake.
Gotta love those. Is that the one?
74.
Yeah, that's where I was messing around. Playing a game. Playing Minecraft in my text editor. Yeah.
Rad. So does our results line up with the...
False and true, yes.
Yeah, that does.
I think we are correct.
All right.
Microstate
transition. Let's read it at the same time.
Pro tip. Microstate.
Microstate. Okay, you do it.
Microstate transitions always run return a microstate. This is true both inside and outside the transition function. Using this convention to allow composition to reach crazy levels of complexity, like literally insanity. Let's use a boolean in another type and see what happens. Gotta get this chair fixed.
Can you scroll down a little bit so we can see the rest of that code? Okay, cool. Rad.
Oh my gosh, this is a long one.
So we have a modal, and the modal has a text and is open. Then we have an app, and the app has a name and a notification. How does it know that the notification is a modal? Oh, okay, because in the class, we tell it that notification is a modal. This is interesting type system that has kind of been loaded in from the side here.
Side loaded.
Yeah.
Not fascinating. How dare the computer try to get so creative? Okay.
I don't know that one.
Wow, turn that thing off.
Alexa just wanted to chime in.
I'm not sure.
Here's the other one.
Oh man.
They're twins.
Are there any that I should know about that are not here with an eye shot?
Yeah, there's the one on the windowsill, but that one is unplugged. I fancied myself a world-class Alexa skill app developer, and then I never developed a skill.
You could ask Steve.
Who's that?
Steve, the guy that works for Amazon that we met the other night on the Alexa team.
Wait, that was him last night?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's on the Alexa team?
Yep.
I need to talk with him more. Is he Becca's new beau?
I suppose.
Alright.
Yeah, so pretty print that line on that thing on 98. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Cool, run it.
Crat.
88. What did you do? Oh. Cool. And did we get the same result? Well, you changed the text.
I love this pretty printing thing that we made.
I didn't make it, I stole it.
You did such a good job, though.
Okay. Alright, so microstate transitions always return the whole object. Notice how we invoked the Boolean transition. App notification is open, but we didn't get a new Boolean microstate. Question mark? Instead, we got a completely new app where everything was the same except for that simple toggle value. I smell immutability. Transitions for built-in types. Okay, cool. So we got a whole bunch of stuff. Primitive types have predefined transition. Boolean toggle. Return a microstate with opposite Boolean value. I don't know. String. Return a microstate with stir added to the end of the current value. Oh, concat. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the argument. Number, increment, and decrement. By default, it's 1. Object, assign, put, delete. First one returns a microstate after merging object into current object. That makes sense, given the current object API. Put Return a microstate after adding value at given key. Okay, so it's kind of like HTTP put. Delete. Return a microstate after removing property at given key. Alright, yeah, why not? Array, map. This should function the same as any other map. Return a microstate with mapping function. Yep, there we go. For each element, the mapping function will receive the microstate for that element, and the transitions performed in the mapping function will be included in the final result. Good. Push, pop, shift, unshift. Those all behave by returning microstates and doing the expected things. Although I'm not sure that. Well, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. Unshift. Return a microstate with value added to the beginning of the array. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Return a microstate with filtered array. Predicate functions. I remember the first time I saw documentation where the type was a predicate function, and I was like, I had flashbacks about how stupid I am, and I didn't remember what a predicate was from like English class. But after a while, I figured it out. That was in C#.
Predicated. I'm gonna pause this. Alright.
Awesome. Clear. Return a microstate with an empty array. Fantastic. Okay, many transitions on primitive type are similar to methods on original classes. Yeah, I can see that. Do you see that?
Yeah.
The biggest difference is that transitions always return microstates, and I think that is probably the key thing that they figured out while developing this, is that we could make these map one-to-one, except transitions will return a new microstate, which is an interesting design choice. I'm not saying I would make a different one, but it's worth thinking about. What are the implications of this?
Is it
How does this change the whole approach to this paradigm?
Functional. It's a functional programming approach to it. Or is that not saying anything?
It's more. Yeah, I mean, you could. I think some people might call it a fluent interface, but
Fluent.
that's kind of an outdated term that I honestly haven't heard in many years. And it doesn't really matter. Type transitions. Define the transitions for your types using methods. Inside of a transition, you can invoke any transitions you like on submicrostates. I think this is where my brain starts to turn inside out.
Is this like, by your types, they mean like if you're going to use a hash table or something, or if you've implemented your own?
Well, person is a type.
It's a custom type, because it's a custom class.
If you open
An
Sublime,
original class.
if you open Sublime, they modal is a type, app is a type.
Alright, okay.
If you keep scrolling up, I'm sure that we've made other types earlier. Post, blog, car, person, etc., etc. Yeah.
Job.
Cool, so let's do type transitions. Let's see what that's all about. Alright, so we're doing a new class called person. Person has a name and an age. And we're defining a method called changeName. And I'm going to guess, since changeName returns the result of this name set, that return value is a microstate, because name is a string.
Yeah.
We never figured out which Homer they were making reference to. Is Homer in The Simpsons supposed to be 39? If so, I never thought that.
Well, few people realize this, but the Homer from Antiquity had a daughter named Lisa too.
Oh, really?
Alright, so we've got a couple.
Can you PP Lisa, and then we'll see that it is a microstate. And also, pretty print Homer before we do that. Yeah. I like that. Don't worry about the semicolons.
I wasn't even gonna dream about it.
What have you done?
This is a semicolon.
Oh yeah, you. We already had a person, I think.
You are correct.
Cool. Let's do a little housekeeping. Let's clean up all that junk.
Well, there's class person and let person, so let's
just remove all the old stuff that we don't need anymore.
Let's get lioner out of there.
Yeah. So from line 8 down.
I wanted the meaning of life to stay though. In case we need the blog stuff.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff. PF is pretty format. But bluey. We got a bluey here.
Wow. What is all of this?
Function evaluate. Yeah, what is all this? It's the pretty printed people. All their
Okay, so let's start from the top. Stop scrolling so much, please. Name. Welcome to your app. Notification. App. Text. Hello. We're not doing that anymore. What's this printing?
Oh, it's probably printing stuff from earlier.
Yeah, we want to remove that stuff.
Right. Okay. So we need. I think that's it.
All right. What is all this junk? Okay, scroll to the top and let's start reading it from the top. Okay, so the first thing that we printed was Homer. So when we created Homer, we got an object of transitions of type person. Is that what this is?
Appears to be.
We got age. We got name. Age transitions on number, and it's keyed by a symbol, and then there's a tree, and I'm not going to go into this because this is not what we need to be caring about. Scroll down some more. Keep going. There we go. I wanted to see transitions person. Okay, so change name Lisa returns a transitions as well.
Oh, these are transitions. Are these microstates?
I don't think so.
Confusing.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll figure it out in the next section. Okay, chaining transitions. Transitions can be composed out of any number of subtransitions. This is often referred to as batch transitions or transactions. Let's say that when we authenticate a session, we need to both store the token and indicate that the user is now authenticated. To do this, we chain transitions. The result of the last operation will become new microstate. We got some typing.
Alright.
Yeah, try not to do that breathing thing while we're recording.
Yeah, good idea. I know, I was editing and I noticed I was doing that a bunch in the last one. Because I was getting stressed out about typing.
Why do you feel like you're being put on the spot?
No. I just never learned how to type, so I'm having to learn it all right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see? Can you tell?
To be completely honest, I don't really understand what's going on with the why pretty printing the result of transition returns that whole big thing. I suppose we should have been pretty printing the value of. That's probably what we were supposed to do.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Should we go back and
Yeah,
understand?
it'll only take a second. So just finish up this line that you're typing, and let's go pp Homer value of and pp Lisa value of. Cool. So line 36, and after that we'll do the one after Lisa. 36G. Oh. Nope.
What am I doing?
Your pp Homer dot value of.
Let me find PP Homer.
You were just on it, yeah.
Dot value of.
No, insert a new line. And pretty print homer dot value of, and that's a function. Yep. And let's do the same for Lisa. Yep. Okay, cool. Save it and we'll run that. That's exactly what we wanted. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, we didn't change the age, but the name changed, and that's what we were looking for. Okay, so maybe that's probably an important thing to remember as we're debugging, that value of will return the underlying state object thing, what it is that we're doing all these mutations on. Okay, cool. All right, you can remove those debugs right there. Yeah, sure. All right, resume the typing.
So we already have an app class.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to delete pretty much everything, because yep. These are singular examples.
Dope.
Yeah.
Is this session a new one? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I haven't grown any bigger, but I just can't type on an Apple keyboard anymore. They're like too small. That one in particular. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm sure if I went back to a normal keyboard, I would get that way after a while.
All right, so we're pre-populating app with authentication as, that's interesting. Oh, I didn't see the app declaration. Alrighty. Yeah, okay, so just an empty object. Then we authenticate with secret and pre-print authenticate value of. Pretty print that.
Nice. Token secret.
All right, so let's go through this for a second. So we did authenticate the transition. Authenticate takes a token and then does this and then goes into the session and then goes into the token, sets the token, and calls is authenticated set true. Okay, so token set returns an authentication. I don't understand that part. Do you see what I'm pointing at here?
Authenticated value of.
Yeah, we already covered that. I'm talking about this code right here.
Yeah.
Session token set dot is authenticated. Now, what I'm wondering is, because is authenticated is technically a transition, we're basically calling is authenticated on authentication, but token set is a transition on session token, which is a member of authentication. But this implies that token set is returning something much bigger than just itself. So it's curious to me that we can get access to is authenticated from the return result of token set. Is the implication here, is this saying that this is actually returning the biggest, the outermost state itself, the outermost microstate? or I guess there's a transition map in there. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if I reread the description right there, transitions can be composed out of any number of subtransitions. Let's say yeah, I don't get it. I don't know how we get from token set to is authenticated, but it appears to work, and I'm just going to assume that my theory that it returns the largest aspect is true.
Is there any way we can test it? We can pause it and test it out.
Sure, why not? Okay, so after a brief investigation into what's going on, you can scroll up. Let's scroll down a little bit. We were here. We decided that there is some reflection going on behind the scenes, and what still remains to be seen is why return the authentication object and not the app object. But that's not that big of a deal. I guess we'll figure it out in time. Okay, so the initialize transition. Just as every state machine must begin life in its start state, so too must every microstate begin life in the right state. For those cases where the start state depends on some logic, there is the initialize transition. The initialize transition is just like any other transition, except that it will automatically be called within create on every microstate that declares one. You can even use this mechanism to transition a microstate to one with a completely different type and value. I don't know why you would do that, but it seems like it's something that they might have included for free. Cool. Alrighty. So, yeah, I could see why you would want this. Especially if you have maybe derived properties.
Initialize.
Yes.
Initialized.
So I think right here, actually, we're writing our first custom transition, because everything else before. Wait, no, that's not true. I think we implemented authenticate before. Yeah, that's not true. Close enough though. Oh, is that the answer that I've been looking for? Can you scroll up?
On my code? Or in the browser?
Up. Ah, never mind. Not the answer. Disregard.
Not the answer. Sweet. Well, we got this. I don't know. Do we do anything with it?
Yeah, we're gonna pretty print some stuff. So, what you want to do is you want to create a person. So let p equals create person, and then you can pass an object with the right keys. It's not, nobody's ever been named that. Wow.
Is that all we do?
Yeah. And then you want to pretty print p.value of.
Is that a built-in JavaScript thing? Value of?
I don't know. Cool. And there it is.
Brilliant.
Hey, let's try something real quick.
Okay.
So what they wanted, scroll back up please. What they wanted to show us was that initialize is called, but all we're really doing is piping in. No. Let's do something more creative than that. All we really did was just pipe in some values and then print the value of person. But we didn't do anything interesting in initialize. We just did initialize is this, return it after setting some stuff. Like, yeah, okay. We know that it worked because those are the values that we passed in. If we didn't do that, then those values would be null. So comment outline 39 and rerun this. And first name should be undefined. No. Now why is that happening? Go back. If we're passing in first name and we're not ever setting first name, I mean that you saved this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then how would rank be getting set? Unless I'm missing something. Go back to the code.
I wonder if it didn't rebuild it.
Yeah, might as well do a console log.
Let's see. So it changes if we change it.
Oh, okay, I just figured it out. So it's not like initialize is a constructor. It's just an additional thing that gets called in addition to the for free functionality that we get by passing in an object with first name and last name. So we don't need to implement initialize, and let me rephrase that. Implementing initialize isn't overriding the default behavior. It's adding to the default behavior. So uncomment all that, and I want you to do right in here, concatenate first name with some sort of suffix or prefix. No, you just use plus. So plus two strings. First name is a string, and plus another one. Yeah. You gotta learn how to use better placeholder values, man. Okay.
That's the one word I know.
Okay, so... Whoa, look at that. Now we're speaking to the general populace. Rantifu. There we go. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm a little slow, and now we know what's going on. Well, that's mystery solved, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, would you look at that? Alrighty.
Yep. Cool, thank you.
We got one section left. The set transition.
The set transition is the only transition that is available on all types. I can imagine why. It can be used to replace the value of the current microstate with another value. One has to wonder why this transition is coming at this time, as opposed to as soon as possible in the beginning of the guide. Not that that's a bad thing or anything. I'm just curious why, if there's a reason. So I'm going to assume that in an application that actually uses microstates, that set is going to be a pretty big workhorse. Nice, that looks a lot cleaner.
$43.
And that's what we did. Okay, you can also use then set transition to replace the current microstate with another microstate. Use then a little bit of a grammatical thing. This is especially useful when building state machines because it allows you to change the type of the current microstate. I just don't know how I feel about changing the type of a microstate at runtime. Anyways, by changing the type, you're also changing available transitions and how the state is calculated. You imagine that's kind of interesting. So we're doing a vehicle. I'm going to read ahead and try and figure out where we're changing type. Oh, it's a subtype. Alright, so we have car and truck. And I wonder...
This is really weird.
What are you talking about?
The way that they're using the get keyword. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that. Has that always been the way?
I don't understand. What part of it don't you understand?
I just didn't know there was a keyword get in JavaScript. I thought you'd just write a function that's like get whatever. So you...
This is a function. It's just syntactic sugar.
Yeah, right. I'm just not used to that. Is that ES 2017 or has it been around forever?
And it has not been around forever. I don't know exactly when it was implemented, actually.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What, are you holding your breath all the time?
Yeah, because basically, I know that my head gets chopped off if I make a typing mistake.
And exhale. Oh my god.
Hmm. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Oh boy, this is fun. Oops.
How often do you find when you're writing code that you're just accidentally deleting all the stuff that you're typing?
Why is that a backtick instead of an apostrophe?
Because it's a template string. Notice that how it says vehicle wait state. That's also a relatively new feature.
That's the interpolation there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not used to all this stuff.
Well, no better time than now to get used to it.
I was planning on just writing JavaScript like it was 10 years ago for the rest of my life.
You know what I forgot to set up inside Vim?
What?
So there's an Emacs and also Bash shortcuts, Control A, Control E, goes to the beginning of the line to the end of the line. That's actually really useful to have when you're in insert mode, and it would just be too many keystrokes to go into command mode and then go to the beginning of the line, then go back into insert mode.
I totally agree, and I get really frustrated when I don't have Control A set up on Windows.
Yeah. Okay, so we only got a little bit more left to type, I think. If you scroll down, we might be able to see how much we have left.
Oh my gosh.
Oh geez, I've never typed this much in one sitting before.
Truck.
Pro tip, microstates will never require you to understand monads in order to use transitions. Okay, now I see where these people are coming from. But if you're interested in learning about the primitives of functional programming that power microstates, you may want to check out Funkadelic.js. I wonder if that's by the same author. Okay, so here's where the rubber hits the road. We're now creating a Prius with a weight of 3,000 hamsters. And we're creating a Mustang with a weight of 3,500 and a tow capacity of 1,000.
Tow capacity.
Yeah.
F-150.
Why are you breathing?
And then we got some peeps.
Yeah, you gotta add some tow capacity and you gotta change the weights for the Mustang and the F-150. $3,500, and the tow capacity is 1,000. And then the F-150 is 5,000 tow capacity, 13,000. Wow, that is heavy duty.
Yeah, right. Built Ford tough.
And then Rob is a friend, and we're gonna give him the Mustang. Charles is a friend. Not to be disparaging or anything, but these are what are called trivial examples. Oh, you changed the names. That's cool. And I guess Mike gets the F-150. I've never really seen myself. Okay, I'll get the F-150. That works. So now you gotta do tom.vehicle.tow. Yeah, Prius. Why'd you give me the Prius? I can't
just
tow.
to be cute. Oh, you can't tow. Is it going to give us an error?
Yeah, exactly. So run it.
Do you have to print this?
No.
No result line?
Yeah. Just run it.
Okay.
Meow.
Unexpected Tolkien.
16.
Get is towing.
Pause the video.
It did what it was supposed to do.
It did what it was supposed to do. We just thought an
Sweet.
error was the wrong thing.
Sweet, sweet. So now we do...
So there's actually a typo in this guide. Hey, I was thinking, can you duplicate this tab real quick? Yeah. And scroll to the very, very top. You know, you're signed in. What would be the harm in fixing this documentation so that it doesn't have that issue?
Are we going to do that on the video?
I don't think we're going to do it on the video, but we might want to do it later.
So this particular README has a typo?
Yeah.
Where's that?
It was the one we just encountered, where get didn't have parentheses.
Oh, what's that?
It was is towing. Is towing. Yeah.
There's supposed to be a parens here?
Yep.
I was wondering why that was so weird. Yeah, let's see, what do we do here?
Let's not do it right now, but I just wanted to call that out as something that we could do to be good Samaritans.
Yeah, totes. I'm with you. I'm totally with you.
What are we gonna do right now?
Oh, I forgot you can't search inside this. Yeah, there's no... Oh,
Yeah,
can
you
you?
can. You just popped up.
Is that right there?
Yep.
Stick some parens in there. There's probably other errors, but I'm going to go ahead and pull request this right now.
Don't. Come on, man. Are you okay?
Kablooey.
Mike Lyons at CX. That's an old employer.
That's a very old one.
And yeah, you can do that.
Maybe I should wait until we have a bunch of
No.
changes, because there's probably more than one typo. Once somebody makes one typo, it's just an avalanche of typos after that. Louis, look, we're good open source Samaritans.
Yeah, hopefully. In the future, we should just have our own thing. Cool. So that's not implemented, and that is the correct behavior. So if we do let result equal Charles vehicle tow Prius, then that should update the is towing microstate. But we have to do result. And you're going to want to comment out line 54 as well. So while you were typing earlier, I was just thinking the value in that people would find in these videos. And of course, it's not for everybody, but there's probably a lot of people out there. Did you save?
Yeah.
Mike can't tow with a Mustang. Yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, I just wanted to say that what's on go back? Which one are you doing here?
What?
Scroll up. It's tow is not implemented for Prius.
I thought I was going to be all cool.
No, you're fine. No, I didn't even want you to do that yet. Yeah, let's analyze this. So we're clearly missing something. We did create friend vehicle set F-150, Mike vehicle tow Prius. That actually looks correct to me. This is one of those instances where whoever's watching is like, it's this! You idiots, it's this! Can you scroll up a little bit? Oh, tow, there's an argument to... Oh no, you did that right. For truck.
Did we not implement tow here?
No, you did for truck, yeah.
Oh, but how do we know if a F-150 is a truck?
What? Because...
I never did truck here.
Yeah, you were copying too much.
So let's just say truck.
Yep.
Yes, an F-150, and then see if that changes.
Good job, you did like that.
Yay, Unibug. What is this? Which is only a getter. Tow capacity of vehicle. Do I need to make a set?
Well, here's the thing. You're calling tow, and it's looking at this tow capacity state, right?
Hmm.
Truck has a tow capacity, so you set the tow capacity, right? For truck?
2 capacity.
Oh. No? That was correct.
You're right.
Can you scroll down? You set the tow capacity for truck, you set the weight. Mustang shouldn't have a tow capacity. Can you change my vehicle to Prius? And run it? Well, of course, because you're not grabbing my vehicle, you're just doing Prius. So, what's the error again? Which only has a getter. Okay, just comment out the line with the Mustang. Yep. And I'm just making an assumption here. This is brute force. Yep, I didn't think so. What are we missing? What are we friggin' missing?
Libindex 77. Should we maybe look at the
No,
dinner?
don't. Look at the code we wrote. We don't need to worry about this.
Friend vehicle equals vehicle.
That's
Got
correct.
that.
Can you pause this?
Yeah. Alright, well, this example has a couple problems with it, so we decided to call it quits on this one, and we're just going to go on to state machines in the next one.